already discussed about royalty chapter. Royalty chapter na ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ಒಳಗೆ ತಿಳಿದ್ವಿ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವು ಅವನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ಸಾಲ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. Now we will discuss about second chapter, piecemeal distribution of cash. Piecemeal distribution of cash. In that we have to study meaning of piecemeal distribution of cash, order of payment, and then methods of piecemeal distribution of cash. What do you mean by piecemeal distribution of cash? Distribution of cash as and when received is called as piecemeal distribution. Distribution of a cash as and when received is called as piecemeal distribution. It means gradual realization of asset one by one or part by part, one by one or part by part as and when the cash is received. It is distributed among the various creditors and then the partners in a some particular order without waiting for the realization of all the assets of the firm. He is called as piecemeal distribution of cash. The assumption of the realization of all the assets and the payment of realization all the liabilities as on the date of dissolution. The assumption are unrealistic, but in actual practice the assets are realized gradually. But so far in the solving the problem of the dissolution, it is assumed that all the assets are realized and the liabilities are part of the date of dissolution, which is rather impossible. So in practice the assets are realized gradually and liabilities will be paid as and when received. Otherwise the partners in a particular will have to wait for a long time to get their capital invested in the firm. Hence it is quite essential to distribute as and when the assets realized. Similarly, liabilities are paid gradually depending upon the amount realized from the sale of assets. Thus, assets are realized gradually and liabilities paid gradually. That is the part by part. When the liabilities are paid by the part, it is called as piecemeal distribution. Therefore, the final results are completely realized. All the liabilities are completely discharged. The following are the order of payment. Order of payment of distribution of cash as and when it is received, or priority of distribution on the realization of the assets and the cash is realized is distributed in the following order. First one, payment of realization expenses, and then secured creditors, unsecured creditors, payment of outside liabilities, payment of partners loan, payment of partners capital. Now first one is realization expenses. Now order of payment na nodri, first ನಾವು ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, realization expenses ನಾವು ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, and then secured creditors ಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, and then payment of preferential creditors, that is unsecured creditors ಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, and payment for example government rates and taxes, example of a preferential creditors. Next, payment of outside liability. Payment of outside liability, that is from the first available cash for the creditors, bills payable, bank overdraft or a bank loan, outstanding expenses should be paid rebately, that is in the proportion of the claim amount, in the proportion of the claim amount. First we have to pay the payment of realization expenses and then secured creditors, remaining amount in the balance is unsecured amount, creditors ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ amount ಅನ್ನು pay ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, and then payment of outside liability. Outside liability is nothing but bills payable, creditors, bank loan, bank overdraft, outstanding expenses should be paid rebately, that is in the proportion of the claim amount. And then next one, payment of partners loans. Next one, payment of partners loan and advances. After satisfying the outside of the partners loan should be paid. Once the realization expenses are considered creditors and then unsecured creditors, payment of outside liability and then payment of partners loans and advance. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಹಿತ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ partners loans and advance ಗೆ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ನ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ satisfying the outside liability, of the partners loan should be paid after the outside liability are paid. If the cash is not sufficient, they should be paid rebated, that is in the proportion of the claim amount. Payment of next one, payment of partners capital. Next point, payment of partners capital. Payment of a partner's balances in a capital account. That is, then the capital should be returned as explained below. In this case, the important point to be noted is that the balance of the capital finally left unpaid should be in their profit sharing ratio, because their balances represent the lesson of realization. If the cash is distributed in the profit sharing ratio, the balances will not be in the profit sharing ratio unless the capital in the capital ratio, the unpaid balances of capital should be paid in the profit sharing ratio is called as payment of partners capital. ನಾವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಪೇಮೆಂಟ್ ನ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಒಂದೊಂದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ರಿಯಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಪೇ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ and then secured unsecured creditors and then payment of outside liability. ಇಲ್ಲಿ cash sufficient ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ we have to pay in the proportion of the claim amount, and then payment of partners loans and advances, and then payment of partners balance in the capital account. I hope you will understand the order of payment regarding the piecemeal distribution of cash. Now we will discuss about the methods of piecemeal distribution of cash. Next point, methods of methods of piecemeal distribution of cash. Methods of distribution of cash among the partners towards the capital. If the cash is distributed in the capital ratio, the unpaid balances and the unpaid balances of the capital will also be in the same capital ratio instead of in the profit sharing ratio. Hence, to achieve the correct result, any of the following method may be applied from the return of capital. After making the payment of the outside liability and the partners loan, the capital of the partners are returned. Capitals of the partners are returned. In case the capitals of the partners are in their profit sharing ratio, distributed of a cash can be made in the profit sharing ratio among the partners. However, in case the capital of the partners are not in the profit sharing ratio, distributed of cash be made according to the two methods. First one is surplus capital method. Second one, maximum loss method. First one, surplus capital method. Next one, maximum loss method. Now we will discuss about the surplus capital method. What do you mean by surplus? Surplus capital method. Surplus capital method is also called as proportionate capital method. When the capital of the partners are not in the proportion on the profit or loss ratio. The partners are not in the proportion to their profit and loss ratio. The partners who has contributed more than his proportionate share of a capital is paid in first priority to the other partner. For this purpose, the surplus capital are to be found out of the basis of a profit sharing ratio, profit or loss sharing ratio. Thus, the initial payments are made in such a way the capital of the partners are adjusted to the profit sharing ratio. When this is done, the capital will be in profit sharing ratio. According to this method, we have to calculate as to whose capital is in excess amount compared to the profit sharing ratio of all the partners. It is also called as higher relative capital method. Higher relative capital method. Next, proportionate capital method. Proportionate capital method. Now, there are in surplus capital method mainly two steps are there. First one is statement showing surplus capital or ultimate surplus capital. Statement showing surplus capital or ultimate surplus capital. Step number 1. Statement showing surplus capital and ultimate surplus capital method. Next one, statement showing piecemeal distribution of cash. Second step, step number 2. Statement showing piecemeal distribution of cash. According to this method, we have to calculate as to whose capital is in excess as compared to the profit sharing ratio. Statement showing piecemeal distribution of cash. Piecemeal distribution of cash. Next, in step number 1. Step number 1 first we have to calculate the actual capitals. In that, step number 1, working note number 1, calculation of actual capital. There are two partners. First one, capital balances. Note capital or balances in ಬರೆಯೋದು ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಲಯಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಸೈಡ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದೆ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಶೇರಿಂಗ್ ರೇಷಿಯೋ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟನ್ನ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಬ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಜನರಲ್ ರಿಸರ್ವ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಇನ್ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್. ಏನಾರ ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಅಸೆಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಿತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಮೈನಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತೀವಿ. ಇವನ್ನ ನಾವು ಏನಿಂದ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ, actual capitals. We call it as actual capital. Next, step number 2, calculation of rank. Step number 2, step number 2 or working note number 2, capitals divided by profit sharing ratio. Actual capitals divided by profit sharing ratio. Now third step, taking the capital of a last rank, as a base, the capital of the other partners should be, taking the capitals of the last rank as the capitals of the other partners should be rearranged in their profit sharing ratio. And then fourth one, determine the surplus capital by deducting the capital in their profit sharing ratio. Fourth working note. Next, taking the surplus of a last but one rank as the base, the capitals of the other partners should be rearranged in their respective profit sharing ratio. And then fifth one, determine the ultimate surplus capital of deducting the capital in their profit sharing ratio from the surplus capital. Nodri, first we have to calculate the actual capitals A, B in that, and profit and loss account, liability, and gross general reserve less profit and loss account in asset side ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ರು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, we have to deduct it from capital balances. Now actual capital ಬರ್ತದ. Next, calculation of rank. rank ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ಥರ್ಡ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ನೀವು ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ರ್ಯಾಂಕನ್ನು ಕೊಡ್ತೀರಿ ಆ ರೀತಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ದ ಆಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್, ಅಲ್ಟಿಮೇಟ್ ಸರ್ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಆರ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬೇಸ್ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ತಗೋತೀವಿ, ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ದೆನ್ ಏನು ಸೆಕೆಂಡ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬೇಸ್, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಆಸ್ ಅ ಬೇಸ್ ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಮೌಂಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ನ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ second method of piecemeal distribution of cash, that is maximum loss method. Thank you. Have a nice day.